It seems to me, and I am not trying to categorize everything into a conclusion here, but what I've heard today is that tax reform is a necessity if we're going to promote economic growth for the future. Comprehensive tax reform seems to be the best way to go. The piecemeal continues the complexity and some unfairness. Making it fair and simplifying our tax code, lowering rates to the extent that we can, particularly dealing with the question of relative to business income. Where is that sweet spot where you can lower the rate and eliminate the exemptions or the trade-offs? Because if you want to achieve fairness, you want to achieve simplicity, it seems to me that, and get that fairness, you have to give that consideration. Is there a level at which you could say, give me that level, that provides the certainty that I need, that I know exactly what I'm going to have to pay on the income that I earn and the profits that we achieve, and I don't have to hire attorneys and CPAs to figure out how do I qualify for a certain exemption, a certain deduction. I think that's a challenge for those of us that are going to have, all of us here in Congress are going to have to address the need through comprehensive tax reform, that very question. We've talked about a level as you've gone through this. I don't think we need to report that. And then locking in certainty seems to be a key component of getting a pro-growth, dynamic economic tax code. We talked about what I would think are two confiscatory, egregious taxes, and then one is the medical device tax, which I think our witness here from Minnesota, and I've experienced the same thing in Indiana. We are a medical device state also. I have seen and heard from those who own the companies who have not yet, who are at potentially innovative breakthroughs that can substantially improve health and save lives, but simply aren't not going to be able to get there or pursue their technology or their innovation because they are forced to pay tax on their sales as an excise tax and not on their profits. They're not making a profit. They have to borrow money to pay the tax. They have to lay off people. We have had companies that have planned expansion, planned new hiring, and canceled as a result of this tax. It's egregious to take this, particularly this type of innovative industry that has so much promise for future health benefits, to just slap a excise tax. And it was all based on the fact that you would have a surge of business from the Affordable Care Act, which you've indicated has not been the case, and that's true with many of our smaller companies in particular. And then the estate tax. I know the House will be voting on this. I'm not sure if the Senate has the votes to address this, but in many instances, not in every, because there's some inherited money passed down clearly that, but this is money that has been earned money that has been taxed, and then you get to do it all over again, almost half of everything that you saved, and give it back to the government the second time. I think this has been a very constructive hearing. I thank our witnesses for being here with some terrific questions that have been asked, some very good answers that have been given. I think this will play an important role in terms of how we determine how we go forward with achieving the goal I think we all want to have, and that is taking a very complex, out-of-whack, desperately needed tax code reform piece and make a sensible accomplishment here relative to what is necessary to get our economy not hindered by the complexity and the unfairness of this particular code. So thanks to all our witnesses, thanks to my colleagues here. With that, this meeting is adjourned.